Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Mr. Ferreira's Motivational Talk. This is week 6 already on the new year 2017, and this week's motivational talk will be about confidence, self-confidence. Many of us, when we wake up in the morning, aside from wondering what's going to happen that day, what they plan to do, there's always something that's out there that's challenging, and confidence has a lot to do with overcoming those challenges, overcoming that obstacle. To be confident, you have to believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is highly important. In the sports industry, I'm very athletic. I'm into sports. I coach here at the school. I coach the girls varsity team, and one thing that I've learned coaching this specific group of girls is their confidence level has risen so much since the first year that they first started playing basketball. I've had the pleasure of coaching 7 of the current 14 girls that I have on the team since ninth grade. 3 of them in which I've been coaching since 8th grade. So for 3 of them, I've been coaching them for 5 years now. And those 7 seniors, I've actually had the pleasure of knowing and coaching for the last 4. So, through the years, I've seen them develop a high, enormous amount of confidence. And you would not think that they would have gotten to this level had you seen them in their first year. These young girls came out on the court for the first time, many of them for the very first time, dribbling a basketball, shooting hoops, grabbing rebounds, not knowing exactly the fundamentals of the game, not knowing exactly the physical aspect of the game, and let alone not necessarily knowing the game itself. But the hard work they put in and, their beliefs in becoming better just built their confidence up. I just finished celebrating my 44th birthday, and I have to say, in my years playing high school ball, or even playing little league baseball, whatever sport it was, it's not to sound cocky or anything, but I always had confidence in myself. I always had this expectation that, I was going to be good at whatever it is I did, whatever sport I played. And you got to have a little bit of cockiness to feel that way. Anyone that has confidence in themselves, normally reaches that successful peak. And whether you win or you lose, whether you succeed or you fail on and off the court, on and off the field of play, in the business world, in life in general, the confidence doesn't go away. Everyone has to fail at least once in their lives. I don't think there's a single soul on the planet that's never encountered failure. And to succeed, you have to fail. You've got to start someplace. To be confident, you have to fail. Because that's what boosts your confidence level up. It's what makes you work harder. Teams, players, opponents, they're the ones that push you to that limit. This weekend was Super Bowl weekend. We experienced, a Super Bowl like no other, where one team dominated another throughout the first 2 quarters plus in a football game, and a lopsided score of 28-3 at one point. And late in the 3rd quarter, one would think, we're done, the game's over. A lot of players would have just given up. But this specific team had so much confidence in themselves and confidence in the system and their program, their ability to come back. They never had their heads down, and they never had a doubt that they were not able to come back. And that's, again, where confidence comes in. Confident for them was the fact that they were an experienced team. They've been there before. They know what they had to do to bring themselves back. And, ironically, the final score of that game in overtime was 34-28. with the team that was actually down 25 points, making a humongous comeback and, scoring 31 unanswered points, which is phenomenal. You talk about phenomenal. That's what you call phenomenal. That's what you call confidence. And, I just want you guys to go out there and just feel good about yourselves. Feel confident, whether you don't like your appearance, then go out and do something about it, But don't do things to impress others. Do things out of confidence. Do things because you feel confident with yourself. Being 44 doesn't make me any older. I still actually feel confident that I can go out there and display my skills and play with guys, much younger than I, guys that probably have faster skills, a little quicker step than I do, might be a little stronger, might be a little more agile, might have more stamina, but I put in the hard work. I continue to work, and I continue to feel confident that I can play with just about anyone out there. I can play any sport, whether I'm highly skilled at it or not. For my birthday, it was kind of funny because we went bowling, and I rarely ever go bowling. And during my bowling game, I threw 6 strikes for the first time in my life. Who knew? I don't bowl that often. It's probably like once a year, maybe once every 2 or 3 years. And I went out there and I threw 6 strikes. I scored a 182. The highest I had ever scored before that was in the 160s. So, just going out there having fun and having the ability and confidence of thinking, I can score 200 points in bowling. But almost did. I got close. But moving forward, today is a special day for me and my varsity basketball squad. We're going out there and competing in the semifinals of the Independent School Athletic League. And this is where confidence really comes in, and it comes into play because we're up against a school that is undefeated this year. They have been undefeated for the past 3 years now, and they're looking to win their 3rd straight championship. And what makes this special is they've always been at a higher skill level than our school and our team and our girls. But the confidence that the girls on my team have picked up in recent years just gives them that much more a chance of being the underdog team to finally take this dominant team down. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but if they go out there and they have that little bit of cockiness and they play with that confidence, anything is possible. And I believe personally, not because I coach them myself, but because of how they are, their demeanor, their attitude, their enthusiasm, their excitement, their will to learn and continue to win, makes me believe that they can actually beat this team. There's a college team out there, UConn, the Connecticut Huskies, the Lady Huskies, undefeated 93 or 94 consecutive wins now. This school is similar to that. LREI, they're a very similar school to the UConn. They have a very good system, a good basketball program, very good, skillful girls who probably play in outside leagues. But again, like I said, confidence. As long as we go out there with confidence, give our full effort, play hard, you never know. The end result might be one shocking ending to this game. And it would be fitting for them, especially for my seniors who are graduating. Special group of girls, special team in general. They've bonded. So with this weekly's update about confidence, I just, tell you guys out there, if ever you feel in doubt, if ever you feel like you can't accomplish something, dig deep inside of yourselves, look within yourselves, look in your heart, and know that we all have it, whether we've been there before or not, but we all have the will, and the confidence is in us. We just have to bring it out. So just be confident in yourself and whatever it is that you plan to do ahead. And, most of the time you'll succeed. Most of the time you'll be successful. So this wraps it up. Another week. Look for me next week again, week 7. Thank you all for chiming in and checking in on me. For those that have been sending messages, thank you. I appreciate it. Jackson from South Dakota, Bobby from North Carolina. Who else we had here? We had Cleo from Virginia. We got Jack out in Maine. We even got a Boston person up in here, Steven. Thanks for all the motivational feedback, the compliments. I do this for, out of heart. I don't do this to get paid. I'm not doing all this to become famous or ask for money or become rich off of it. I do it because I know there are many of us out there that can use an uplifting moment, or a motivational speaker to, give you that extra oomph each day. So thank you all for checking in, and I look forward to continuing in, building your days up. All right. God bless always. Much love, and I'll see y'all next week. Mr. Ferrer is out.